I picked from the comment section. Again, when I make a post, I ask people, I say, if your doctor maybe tell you say nothing they happen, you don't go do tests, then what do you think could be wrong? And a lot of people talked about so many things, which is really, really weird. But anyway, today we'll be talking about what or things you have to do after you've had miscarriage or abortion. I'm not talking about people who go do the abortion on their own. No. I'm talking about people who be saying maybe they get something will happen to the pregnancy based on the fact, say you go test or you go scan, your doctor tell you say the pikin they grow or no heartbeat. Then the next thing they say, may you go flush them out. What are the things you need to do? And some of these people, I'm not lying now, some of these people, after they don't do that flushing, they don't get belle. Nah, issue. To take in again. You see some people will be saying they go day. They will take in last year. But you see from that last year, maybe the beginning of last year till now, they still they try. They never even get that miscarriage. Don't talk about say they miss period. What are the things you need to do? I will mention some things I will do today, and I will still talk about things like herbs, tea, or food where you feel use take control these things. Now the first one is this: after every miscarriage, after the thing don't come out, not just sit down for house feel say the thing don't flush, they say the belly don't come out, so make I just relax. I need to start trying next month. No, don't do that. A lot of people they do this mistake. Woman go get belly, the thing go down form. Not say every time when you get belly, notice now only blood they there. That blood don't congeal, don't turn to waiting, be like something like ice. We would call them ice cube. For that ice cube to melt, come out from your body, it takes some procedure. Some women no go for flushing. When I'm talking about flushing, I talk about when you go hospital, go flush it and come off your body. Some people will carry this belly 4 weeks, 8 weeks, and you feel like, okay, it's still blood. You only go come off for it. Now lie, no, they come out. The thing go there for your body. Some people, this kind of problem, if it cause them to have what they call endometriosis. Why? Because you don't get what they call infection. Inside your body, things, particles still there where they need to come out. Who they never come out. Some of these particles will even cause your tube to block. You know, a lot of women go, they run up and down, they say, I need to unblock my tube. Oh. They say my tubes are blocked. You don't even see that many reasons. Say, what they cause my tube to block? What make them block? Tube not be something where you say you see physically or something where hormones go block. Your hormones can never block your tube. It is what has happened before. Things like miscarriage that you had that you did not go to flush. Now it remain for inside. Now tell me, how you take a belly tube still block? How the sperm won't meet the egg? When the time women say, go do HSG, go do HSG, make check whether the tubes, it's painful. It's painful. But I'm tell you something here. If you don't know now, Nigeria you go there for years counting. Counting. So if you don't get miscarriage, go flush. You bleed though. You not bleed though, go flush. If you not say maybe you go hospital, I got tell you say, we not give you anything, you just go home and relax. And say do something yourself. There are things you can mix together. You know, see that detox recipe what I teach you for this page. I don't teach you now about the apple cider vinegar that you can mix together to take detox with ginger and the rest. You can use that one. If you don't want to use that one, I remember the recipe what I do for block tube. The first one for the 2 weeks. That one had to do with it to flush her. You got to get it off. And as you dey flush and so, when you finish, detox yourself. Because you don't want to go for flushing. For those people who say they go hospital, go do flushing. No. Listen very carefully. If you don't go flush, finish for hospital, detox. Why? Because you don't want to get anything like remaining fluid. Fluid inside your body. Water will remain. You know, this one that they call hydroslapics for Oyibo. Big grammar. They say hydroslapic. You have fluid in your tube. Detox yourself, Komota. Remove those extra fluid. When you don't do that one, finish. the next thing you go do now, you go do test. Now this one, some people will argue with me. Oh. They'll say, Sister Joy, every time you say test. Now money person they do what? Matter na something. If you don't know what they do, you cannot even be spending money up and down like an illiterate. Now person where be say it even person where go school self no say you must find out the cause of your problem before you define treatment. Go for test. When you mention go for test, you also talk to many. Some men go there. If they say they go do test, now problem. You don't go do test, they give your money, money to your wife, make she say go check up herself. Now problem. Then what kind of a man are you? Woman supposed day marriage, ask the husband for money before the man go know it and say go give her money. As a man, your wife shouldn't. He not supposed they ask you. Some women are like that they are shy. They don't know how to ask. You know, they don't know how to ask. So even to go for tests, you could see the way they reluctant, they drag themselves back. You when you be the man, what are you supposed to do? Are you not supposed to assist her? You need to go for test. For you to know how to fix what happened, for you to when you take a miscarriage before, you need to check them out. Some people own if you be saying that only common progesterone I do them. But if you don't go do hormone profile test, how you go tell no? How you go tell no saying that what they do you be this? Some people won't feel busy na even ovarian cyst or PCOS now they disturb them. But if you don't go, you will not know. So go and check it out. If you know say maybe you don't do test 6 months ago, you don't go for a test, you go check up 6 months ago, and you they carry them up and down. Think say now the same thing. Now they worry you from 6 months ago now after miscarriage, and say you they deceive yourself. Oh. Because if you didn't say continue to treat the same problem, the new one that happened after the miscarriage you would not know. Mind you, make I just drag in a ear for this one. I'll just give you an example. In another woman when you get belly, one thing for a body, one part of a hormone where they had now prolactin. Prolactin, why? Because your body they prepare you to do it to breastfeed that pikin where they carry for inside your womb. Now, some people after they don't get miscarriage, 3 months later, they go move on. They go to say their body is still the same thing. A lie. Your prolactin level, remember, is still high. Nothing don't change. Your body still feels as if you're pregnant. And remember, your body go do like say, you know, your HCG level go high, go be like say 9 months. You know, for 9 months. So for that 9 months, you see where they happen. It also they happen to women, maybe say just born. You born finish, maybe after 1 year you won't take it, but you're breastfeeding. Or maybe you finish breastfeeding your baby. The prolactin level will do what? It will get high. So this is the reason why we say go for test. Go back and check. Some of you now HCG level for body. HCG now one part of hormone where it show for pregnant woman body. It everybody but you. But when woman get belly, the HCG level will do it go high. When you're pregnant, it will get high. Some women HCG level are still high, making you feel what? That you are pregnant. Menstruation go still do it go cease. So back to the thing. Go for test. Go and check it. Inside that test to check whether you get infection. Make sure you check if you have infection. Because you know, I noticed this year the most common sickness where they happen are this staphylococcus. Everybody is looking for treatment, how to treat staphylococcus, how to get it out. You don't treat tire, you go come back, you go come back. See, my thing is something Now what I talked before say if you no go check even as a man is the problem. You don't treat infection, finish, your husband will treat. Okay, let me give you an example. Because some women will say, how come this infection no dey ever dey go? Your normal life changes will even be part of waiting they cause your infection. And you know, this normal life changing, I'm not talking about the single girls, so because single girls, if you like, they jump from one man to another, I can cause it. We could put that on that side. But let's talk about couples who are actually not cheating on themselves. When the husband they faithful, the wife they faithful, but still yet they are dealing with infection. I talk about that one. The things you do, the practical, normal things you do on your daily life can cause it. Now, let's say you already change your pants. You already change all your undies. The same thing with your husband. But your husband is someone who probably, he go work, come back without a sweaty body, never shower. Go say, baby, let's do. You go enter, you go do. All those sweat, when he sweats for work, they are what? They are filled with bacteria. So if he say, you, boom, he enter, he's a go. Forget antibiotic, forget them. He enter, he's a go. Some of you now like oral sex. It's common in some marriages that they do it. Now your husband go, come back. You know, some food where they say some people they chop from out. Food where they chop. If you don't brush your teeth, you can even leave bacteria still. Your husband sleep. Wake up in the morning, he no brush, the next minute he put him out, he dey leak. What do you think? You're dragging an infection into you again. Those common things can lead to it. You know, some men are even worse that they don't even, they don't change their boxers. Even if they shower, they don't go change the boxer. They will say, wear them up and down. All these little things. Bacteria are everywhere. A little bacteria like this can even, can cause miscarriage. You get small infection for belly like this, no problem. So go for test. Check if you have infection. Check it very well. If you not say you don't go do all these ones and they tell you say one infection day or that one day inside, maybe, women when they get belly, may I give you just a secret. Women who are pregnant, like early pregnancy, one of the infection where they is sick now, either candidiasis, UTI, these things affect them when they belly, and normally this thing starts before the pregnancy starts. So if you've checked all these things and maybe you have infection, you can use your cranberry and strawberry tea. If you don't know, for those people that they knew, I should have cranberry and strawberry somewhere. Cranberry, yes, here. I thought I will get them somewhere here. Yeah, like this. When you check an infection day, you use your cranberry and strawberry tea. You use them 2 weeks. Or if you don't see that one, you use harmony of rose. One thing about rose is this, that it helps fight infection. Candidiasis, UTI, all this stuff, it helps them. So if you don't see this one, you still get this one out of the two. Now when you're done with your infection thing, what do you need to do? Balance your hormone. I don't mention this balancing of hormone thing. I think I don't mention, they call me hormone balancing, madam. There's a lady who calls me that. But anyway, you have to balance your hormone. Why do I say so? Apart from the prolactin, I don't mention progesterone and all this stuff. Some people, they suffer from body hotness. Stomach hotness. Your belly, they hot. You no fit carry pikin. You go get belly like this. You yourself, you go test. The thing goes show 2 positive line, way like this. And then the next day, you start to get belly hotness. Stop saying you get ulcer. I'm not talking about people that get ulcer. This one is not ulcer something. But your stomach will just be hot. It not be say you chop pepper. Wetin dey cause this thing mostly na hormones. And as you dey get that stomach hotness, that's why they damage both egg and everything where they that belly. Everything. That is why you have to go and check it. If you don't say you get that kind of thing, quickly go get omega capsule. That juice plus omega capsule make the use. Because now this kind of thing they put woman for menopause. If you doubt me, ask anybody. Go even ask a doctor. This kind of symptom, now you go push some women. Some women don't visit these are symptoms. Not be saying they get belly. They get belly every 2 months, but they stay. They stay. They last. It's not that your uterus is big. I will still come back to that big uterus. When they say your uterus or your womb too big, I'll come back to that because that too they join. But not because of that. But because your hormones are imbalanced. Women who are in their 40s, they suffer this one. I don't tell that before, say, no be age. They make person know they get baby. Now, how you take care of your body and your egg? She been a post I put the other day. A woman, 51 years old. 51 years old, not the IVF. Oh. Excuse me, guys. I have to get water because I'm so drained here. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, 51 years old got pregnant on this page without what? IVF. I'm sure her doctor go there now. They wonder how possible is this. They don't the one they plan the chop IVF money on top of her head. But it happened. So not be by say age, but how well you keep your eggs. So women at 40 years when they say don't they get the symptoms. You know that's why they clap hand for you. And they use hand they clap for you. Go get her. My goodness, where that omega capsule. Okay. Alright. See ya. For those people that never see them before, see ya. Now like this it be. Even if now one bottle like this, you feel afford. Buy it. Use your thing. Because for you to get pregnant again, for you to let that pregnancy stay, that belly, you need to cool down. If you like, you drink 10 times bottled water as in freezing, or you like me, the chop ice block. Some people that they make that they chop ice block, or you go see some women say they'll just do the chop ice block. And this ice block when they chop it, they even affect them more. It they make them worse. Quickly go and get it. Order and make you they use just to take your tea after food. Some people that don't use that, and I know how it is. And I know how it be for body. Now, after you've balanced your hormone, this next one is a very interesting topic because this one, a lot of women still suffer for it to date. I'm talking about women where they say, probably you don't marry before, or you get children from your previous marriage, but now you come and marry again, and you won't get belle, but still yet the belle may come out. You know, some men, they marry women where they don't get children before. Why? Because they feel like, say, immediately I marry this one for house, bam, she go born for me. The thing go drop. But to their disappointment is not working. Now, this one, you might have seen it in your scan. This one, your doctor if don't tell you, but you don't know what you know, explain a word to you. And that is what they call when a prolapsed uterus or open womb or big womb, or how they take call and make all these job people. Because some people they go massage because of this thing. When your womb they big, or maybe it curve, it do some kind sign. You know, people who have experienced fibroid, ovarian cyst, apart from the fact say you don't bond, I talk about even fibroid and ovarian cyst, it can cause it. Because if the fibroid too big, it can shape your womb. It go turn am like this, or it go drag am for you. The same goes for ovarian cyst, and the same goes for pregnancy. If you want to say you get this thing there, and even if you never go for scan, like that, maybe put your hand. Lie down for ground flat. Put your hand in the middle of your stomach here, close to your navel, just downwards between your navel and your lower abdomen. Put your hand. If you feel gap for there, let me say you get prolapsed uterus. This kind of uterus no be hold picking. It's too big. Egg way they develop and so it's small. If you enter and so you go they jump, they fly. Nowhere for her to settle put. This will not get medicine. The only way for you to do it is exercise. I think I even posted that day. Some people they take and they laugh, they don't know what it be. I made a post. I write them that day. Even put image on how you go take and move your back up, down, up, down. And some people were laughing. Is that a funny joke? Operation not there for this one. Your doctor not going to even operate on you. If you like, you do it yourself. If you like, you don't do it. It's your... You all know. I don't post that. If you know you've not seen the post before, go back. I think I made the post about 2-3 days ago. Go back, maybe go see how you go take and move yourself. Make that place for close. Because the more it opens, You know, every time they get miscarriage like that, so it go the wide. Go the wide, go the wide, go the wide. The more it opens, the less chances of pregnancy. Simple as ABC. When you don't do that one finish, the next way you need to do that, check a uterine lining, you know. I don't push this one tire, nobody they believe me. Uterine lining is important. You know, your doctor give you vitamin E for a reason. Some people think, say, if they don't get belly finish, they need to stop the folic acid and vitamin E. Who is guilty? After I don't get belly, okay, now I have what I want. The rest are not useful anymore. I don't need them. Now lie. Now lie. You get belly, you got to use that folic acid and vitamin E. Especially that vitamin E of 18. Especially that one. The reason is this, that vitamin E where they take, so it prepare like a bed for that belly where you get. Vitamin E, you know, the minute after your ovulation, the uses immediately. If it's in your body, say you take them from beginning, not say ovulation don't pass, and now I need it to know. If you don't take her since, immediately after your ovulation, your body will pick up. Your body would locate it. Because even vitamins have a particular thing to supply in your own system. Then they support the hormones too. Know that. Your vitamins support your hormones. So if you are low of it, welcome to the world of miscarriage. Just because I say you don't get belly finish, you don't pam. Welcome to the world. Simple things like this. Oh. Simple things. After conception, now so the egg go travel to where they call uterine lining, where it go bounce. After it don't bounce, it go transport itself, bounce itself, go inside the uterus. Where scan go for no. After 4 weeks, say, bam, this woman don't get belly. There is something there. We see something. It's a procedure, is a step. Which one you don't miss? Which one you don't miss? Which one you mistake on? Correct yourself. For your own good, though, not for me. Correct yourself. Change it. Now, yes, it has happened. But would you still sit down? You will sit down for them, they cry on top of one miscarriage, it don't happen. Or you go plan how to move ahead and fix the mistake what you don't do before. If you know that maybe you are the type that don't like capsules, because some people they don't like capsules, oh, I'm not gonna blame them. I join. The only capsule I fit take now juice plus and why because no bitter. But some medicine they will be say, guy, Lord in heaven, you put a format like this, go be like me you vomit. And that's the reason why I always say one thing, say, you see our teas. Anybody who don't drink our tea, they are no happy. The test alone go make you want to take her from morning till night. Even if you don't get anything. Even if you don't get anything. I lost my pregnancy of 5 months and this code tell me I lost my pregnancy of can you tell me the cause? Alright, yeah. If you know you lost your pregnancy, I'm so sorry. That's really, in fact, you get wavy. Woman I lost belly, the emotional drainage, you get wavy. But what I would advise you to do is just watch this video from beginning and try to move on. You need to move on. You need to move on. I'm telling you. You know, feel wrap yourself around something that is already happened. May I tell you a secret? Some of the way they live healthy, when you know say yes, so and they chop my salad and they do everything. You know how many million eggs you carry on life? You got millions of eggs, darling. Now let me tell you now, as a young girl, keep yourself, watch yourself, because you can, you feel born as many children as you want. Because as a woman, you got millions of eggs. The same with a man's sperm. We got millions. So if you not say it happened, just find a way and move on. The next step is important. Make her making her laugh. My mom will talk one to say. She will say, picking where you call life be your own, not your own. Because it's not going to give you stress. Anyone will go give you stress, tell God, say, God, I beg, I don't want. There's a reason for it, for that prayer. And yes, I prayed that prayer once or 2 times because my mom teach me that prayer. But anyway, move on. Get ahead. Do your flushing. Do your test. Make sure that your hormones are balanced. You don't have infection. Take your vitamin E. You can use your blueberry mix. If you don't get, you can use either your berries or your blueberry mix and elderberry because these things contain vitamin E. You bless and never see this one. One secret about blueberry mix or berries, where we say most often I don't know, because it contains vitamin E. Berries itself contain vitamin E, and when you take vitamin E during your ovulation, it helps them. It boosts them. The same goes for when you are trying to keep the lining. That's where picking go there for 2 weeks. You go bounce before you go carry yourself. Say, Mama, Papa, I'm here. That's it. That's what I keep watching. It's important that you really, really, really know how this procedure works, because conception is easy if you know how to plan it. If you know exactly what to take, not by taking chlomine, not by taking letrozole, not by taking different kind of chemical medicine before you figure belly. No, the natural things that God give us, it can help you also. Now we got another person who said she lost her pregnancy at 3 months, 3 months old at November. Now see, I don't know why my spirit pushed me to do this topic today, but I really had to. I had to. So like I said, if you not say you want to use something that contains vitamin E, but you don't want to use capsule, this one, if you use this one, use this one too, elderberry tea. Remember saying that after waiting, menstruation, you got to start pumping it into your body. Start to pump them into your body because you need them. Like I said before, you need them since. Alright? Now, for those people who be say probably they get infection, I talked about infection, right? I showed you guys 2 teas that you can use. Yeah, I put that tea now. Okay. Let's see how many of those. I think it's down. Your strawberry and cranberry tea, if you use them. I think I showed you guys. Hey, I got somebody here I just see. Sister Arewa, I sight you from far. Ha! I just see you here. Welcome. If I say you just get the notification. Making a no vessel. This our Baba is, playing games with us. Some people they get notification late. Some people they get them early. Not be my fault, but more could they manage it like that. Anytime when you watch this video, see enjoy. Feel like saying I'm me day here. In fact, I day here. You can see me. Don't worry, the spirit is still moving in the flow. That's what it be. Now, I also talked about people having hotness of the stomach. In fact, you see, don't take this thing play. For everything I talk today, don't take this thing play. No take and play, I beg. It is important. If you know say that hotness of the stomach, they know they waste egg every month because now belle na they throw away. So some of you in notice say in menstruation go even give a small stop, which means for few days go come. It go be like say it won't seize. It go seize. Next thing, it boom, it don't come outside. Don't waste it. Don't waste your egg. Go order for this thing when they use quickly. I don't think that one bottle self. Use them. Use them. Only you go see how your body go feel. Now you go say, I beg, I want to say come on. I know why I'm saying this. Alright? Oh, see people when they lose belly. God. Since I lost my pregnancy as 5 weeks in August, since then I've been trying no luck. What can I do? See, my sister, what thing I go advise you to say, you go watch the video again. But remember one thing, say you got to go flush. If you don't say never flush before, go use that recipe. It's what I talk for the beginning. Alright? And also remember to detox. How many of you have seen the pure mix? And I see the detoxing. Detox. It's important. Remove yama from your body. The other day I was telling you guys that it's important to detox your body, not only because of say you won't get belly, but to get your sanity back. If your body is full of toxin, a lot of things happen to your body. Even to sleep well for night, you no go fit sleep when your body has built-in toxin. The same way go be like say you get lymphatic. I think I talked about that lymphatic one. Say People wey be say go play say you dey cough today, cough, something dey scratch you for throat. All those things na build up toxic, na lymphatic, na not the way be say you don't just round for there. Some of you now they feel am under in our skin self. All those are build up toxic. You need to detox. You need to flush your system. Easy. Oh, why easy, Bani? Now, like, hear that thing. Like, somebody say how much? This one at 12K. And this should be used 7 days before your period. If you don't say you want detox that week, even forget say you dey plan ovulation. Forget that. The month when you don't say, okay, this month I need to detox myself, don't even plan pregnancy, because when you're removing toxin for your body, you can't say, okay, make I go get belly. A lot of things will happen. You use your man to get belly is not good. If it even cause miscarriage. Why? Because people go be like, say, it's not good. That one. Make sure you're not planning for pregnancy. Use it 7 days before your period. Flush your system. Now, some people, when they use this thing, a fish shit, it happens that some people will be as if they want to shit their soul out. Use them. You got it. You need to flush even your colon for you to be free of infection. You need to flush colon to free of infection. Some people, when they get continual infection. Sometimes now the shit will block you for nyash and they do you. And the time that small things like this what they do for us and they cause her. Shit will block your nyash. Now if they kill you. So you need to flush. Now some people might not, they might not purge. But some, if you say you they pee, now only pee. Yes, you need them. You got to flush it. If you notice that you always pee, like me say you did somebody will be say maybe you get urinary tract infection, UTI. I never see anything. This year, this page will hear about man. Now maybe it's every 3 o'clock. Even if it not be every day, every 3 o'clock, I need it's not for you. So, detox yourself. After you don't go flush the system, finish, detox. Alright? In fact, number 1, put them. For those people they are continuing to write, I had miscarriage. Number 1, detox yourself. Put it in your list. Put them. Detox yourself. Oh. And when you don't detox yourself, finish. Now, some people, why they go for tests, they might find out maybe they have ovarian cyst, they have fibroid, especially that fibroid of a thing. See, let me give you a secret here. Fibroid don't disturb person from getting belly, except if they big. But fibroid does not stop you from conceiving, but it's a bastard because the minute you conceive, you go to follow the pikin, they fight space. I don't know how to put that. Right? It's the best way I can explain it to you guys. Now the best way. They not going to stop you from conceiving, but the minute you conceive, you go fight space with the pikin. That's what it be. Now, if you have something like fibroid, we get teas for fibroid also. Remember this, that the teas depend on the size of the fibroid and how long you don't get that. Because some fibroid, they will be saying the big parts the way they be, but the solidness, like how thick it be. Now that will be the cocoa. Some people go message me, say, Mr. Joy, I've been trying to get pregnant for a while. My fibroid is 2.5 mm, which is technically too small, right? It's tiny. But I use this 2.5 mm to get my first and second picking. I won't mean I understand what I try to talk for this part. I used to get my first and second picking. But now I'm trying to get pregnant. It's not working. And then you ask them, have you gone for hormone profile test and all this? And they say no, because the fibroid, my doctor say it does not disturb me. Oh yes, it does not disturb you. But one thing is this, that the solidness of that 2.5 mm, not be here. Some people 2.5 mm, Phoebe say the fibroid just started growing 1 month ago. If they use blood orange tea, they use green tea, they use blueberry ginger tea and lemon orange and ginger tea, within 3 weeks, it's gone. Like, it don't disappear. That's what it be. But some 2.5 mm that 3 years ago, 5 years ago, if you use the same tea if you be say you go use that like for 1 month before that one go come out. So you see, if you know you have something like that, use these things I mentioned. But just note this, that it depends on how long you've had your fibroid. That's how long the fibroid could take disappear. It depends on also the size. If it's small and it's not quite long you had it, don't worry, I will bet on you. In fact, if you follow how the distributor explain these things for you, I fit put money for table, bet on you, put dates when you think will take go. That is if you follow. And mind you, if you have fibroid, cut off every red meat. Don't they shop red meat? Get them off. Red meat, venom. Cut them off. And make sure you do your fruits and vegetables. Let it go in. Let it support your system. I'm telling you, with all these things, it will go. And for those people that they get ovarian cyst, in a set, tea day for you. Alright? So for those people who say the newcomer, all this one. See this question. Give it there. I go answer him. He jammed my eye. Because this question. I come. You go no here. I stay here. You stay here till I finish talking. Now, for those people who say they get ovarian cyst, we get tea for it too. You get raspberry tea. You know, raspberry tea, they help with ovarian cyst. Not also that, they help with pain. People when they get ovarian cyst, they get menstrual pain, ovulation pain. When they don't say you don't get belly after miscarriage, but you know they feel they even they knack when the ovulation day. So how the belly want to come outside? If they feel pain and they put it instead of when the man go here. It's just what. Today, I don't think I can't vent. I can't vent out. Make I talk. It's true now. You know, so you get the socket sound where you go give the man when they do the thing. You go put them to another level. You know, you go make them feel different. But if you do, I said they press you. How you the thing want to enter now? That is why you need raspberry tea. You go take them when the pain don't start. If you don't say the pain don't start from menstruation, like, oh yeah, fire. Fire. I they come. I go show you that. See them. Fire them. They take them. This raspberry tea. One thing is this, you fit eat the seed way they inside. You fit drink them. For now, when I don't know, some people give me laugh for you. Oh Jesus Christ! Now wow. Some people comment for you. It's not funny. For most of them, I don't know the tea. See ya. Stop making They know they press you. You need that kind of sound. It's the sound a man wants to hear. Eh? And the next thing what you gonna use now, blueberry ginger. Hey, blueberry ginger. Blueberry ginger. You know, I showed you guys something. I showed you that something before. Where it be? See here. I showed you that this one before. Say may you not use for uterine lining, Abby, to boost it because it has vitamin E inside, and it's also good for ovulation. Now, for those people who say they get ovarian cyst, they still they laugh. They still they laugh. Oh, well, a day, don't be sporty. I don't come back. I don't come back. No, don't say I don't come. For those people that get ovarian cyst, instead of you to use this one, you use this one. Why? Because ginger helps what? Helps ovarian cyst. They help them melt down. Not once they say ovarian cyst when you get neither water with the inside or even egg when not going burst. One of the two now it come outside. Alright? So ginger would help you. So instead of you to use that, you use blueberry ginger. It also helps. It will give you this wetness. You know, the wetness and the sweetness under that place. So you can make the ringtone very well. Of not Don't do. Anyway, I see this question. Where is sweet me for body? Make a quickly pick up. Okay, really laugh. God, what I do. Try not come again. No verse. Farm work. See, no, let me see you read all this one. I miss that too. When they do this thing often more. Hello, ma. I find it very difficult to go to toilet. At times, I go 5 to 6 days without going to toilet. And see, you're on the right spot, though. Kilo day, where is it? No. How can you feel that? We don't do that. Not here. You know, there's a thing we call easy transit. Yeah, you did. Yeah, my easy transit, though. Okay. Carrying on, guys. I guess I don't have it here. You know, they here. Oh, now what? Easy transit, you know, they here. There is a thing we have, and it's called easy transit. In fact, if you know they use easy transit, what thing happen? Ma tell now why I decided to keep this this post. Okay, so again one day I know fit toilet well. I made a video, a comedy on it, and most of you they laugh. But I'm gonna say now my story. I think I do comedy, like a small picking voice. Alright, so I try to take the tea. Alright, so make I take care. Though I try to measure the portion based on say I won't use my sense. You know, when you produce something, you got to do the fico of it. And I feel like, okay, may I just use, instead of 1 tablespoon, let me just use quarter and mix it with a little bit of chamomile just to calm my stomach also. Now I go drink. Oh, Jesus. The kind shit when I shit. The kind shit when I shit. So if you tell me say you know fish shit, you got to use that tea. If you want make am worse, may you be say the bombing way you do for toilet, they hear for sitting room. Add small chamomile inside. Chai, Jesus, you go shit sleep for toilet. I'm telling you. Now you feel relieved. So if you don't say you don't fish shit, you need that tea, please go and get it. They call it easy transit. So the distributor have it. Yeah, my distributors, they said they're supposed they here. Yeah, they here. I beg, making her help me give her easy transit, please. Let's see. Let me see if I can take a few questions. We got questions here. Can your tea work for 10 mm fiber? 10 mm fiber, that's small. That's like 1 cm. So that's good. It's a small fiber. Of course, yes, you can. It can. What about person when they like to eat fruit and vegetable? What can I substitute? What can I take to substitute her? If you're not there eating, go take Juice Plus capsule. Juice Plus get this fruit and vegetable capsule. They call it premium capsule. It's fruits, vegetables, and berries. You fit take that capsule, take substitutes. You know, if you don't be the type where we say you fit sit down, they cook. Some people they work office work, no blame them. You know, easy to make money for this life, oh. Even me, so I can't walk, I say I beg, I don't tire, I'm not cooking myself. It's not easy. So sometimes we work and forget our own system and forget our belly. That's why we have all these, you know, gelatized capsule. One thing about Juice Plus is their things are fresh. That's why I like it. You open it like this, you'll not say yes, boom. This thing are fresh. That's what it be. So you can use that. What can I use after ectopic pregnancy surgery? If you have ectopic pregnancy before, you just did the surgery, you need to wait and heal for like 3 months before starting. And then you can start with the detoxification plan and everything and start, you know, trying to get pregnant again. Because your tubes need to get healed, technically. Ectopic pregnancy is when you get pregnant outside your womb. Some people go and hang in their tubes. Some women can lose their tubes because of this technique, you know, technically. Some women lose 1 tubes because of ectopic pregnancy. So you don't want to quickly jump in to get pregnant again. In fact, if you had ectopic pregnancy, one of the main causes is when you have hormone imbalance. And if you don't balance the hormone, it can happen again. Remember, the minute you have ectopic pregnancy, the chances of it happening again is wide open. You'll be like, what? That's what it be. So what do? You got to fix everything. Go back to the beginning of this teaching I did. So you know what to start with. And then, with God's help, everything will be okay. Let's see. Some people, Jesus, now spoil though. After that time, now let me spoil. It has spoiled. See, but tell me say how the ringtone supposed to be. Me, I don't. You now what for you? Okay. Let's see. I bet make a nose. This catalog. Don't miss something. Okay, look at the tea I've been looking for here. See the tea where they find. See, they go for it. It is well. Okay, let's see. I'm in Syria alone. How will I order and get my medication? Like I told you guys, I've already created a website. I just inserted the how they call this payment plan for Africa, like everywhere around Africa. You know, especially those countries that we don't have distributors, Sierra Leone, Uganda, Gambia, all these places. I don't create website and I'll go there. You just order. And you can pay with your currency, your bank, your bank details and your card. Everything itself. So by tomorrow, the thing should be active already. Grace of God. That payment plan. Because now only the African payment plan, the home now. The other ones are already set. Let's see how it goes. Ma, please, so how can I start seed cycle? I have PCOS and I've not seen my period like 2 months now. But I'm doing the detox for PCOS now. Technically, you can use the seedling without the period because you need them. The minute your period starts, you start to take them. But if your period ceases and you never see them for like 2 months, do the detoxification, use orange, lemon, and ginger tea. It helps bring back period. But what our advice is this, that you make sure you check your AMH. If there is egg and it's just big, I'm telling you, orange, lemon, and ginger tea for 7 days will push that thing out. You understand? Use them morning and evening for 7 days. It will push them out. Which seedling can one continue with after getting pregnant? Depends. If you don't have hormone issue, you shouldn't be using any seedling after you're pregnant. You don't need them. You don't get belly, so you don't need them. What if you continue on now? Your vitamin E, your folic acid, your vitamin D and B. There's some other vitamins they'll give you. They'll give you omega-3 itself because there's some medicine like pregnant care that you use that has these vitamins inside and also has omega inside. So if you use pregnant care, just buy the one get omega, join them. Complete. Alright, let me see. Where is that? Okay, don't worry. No, my daughter. Good afternoon, Sister Joy. I do see my period 5 days, but after using seed, my period now is 7 days. What can be the cause, please? Now, if your period is 7 days, it's still not a problem. Your period is supposed to be 5 to 7 days. A normal, healthy period lasts 5 to 7 days. So you having it 7 days, no is the issue. In fact, at this time, if you know say you do hormone profile test before and it was imbalanced, you got to go and check it now. May you see. Body don't change. Something don't touch you. All of our lady way say the same thing happened to her, alright? And then she used omega capsule. And the message she leave me. I don't know that she did here today. I will never forget that one. Like, oh, to buy. I don't touch you, eh? How you feel now? You say, Sister Joy, I sleep well, I do this. Of course, yes, you notice a lot of difference in your body when your hormones become balanced. In fact, if you dey 40 years and they suffer from hormone imbalance, you know if you think straight, your brain go dey wave. Anything where you put for brain, like say, doubtful mind, or your head is not just thinking right way. That's what hormone they do you. Because hormones give you signals from your head down to your toe. Enter those your reproductive organ. Who be this? Hang on, guys. Okay. All right. Let's see. Please, I have miscarriage 7 months ago and I have hyperlactin. I've been trying to conceive again, but it's not working. It's exactly what I said on like when I was teaching a few minutes ago. I said it's about prolactin. When you get miscarriage and your prolactin level go high, I think I draw examples for this thing. Now what you have to do is just go through my page and watch the recipe I did for prolactin, which is parsley, sage leaf, and then this juice plus omega, this one. Now I want to say this, please let me say it. A lot of people come and tell me, Sister Joy, I have used the parsley and the sage recipe, but the prolactin did not come down. Now because you not complete them. In fact, Nadia they cash many of it. Now we use only the parsley and the sage leaf, and you think it will disappear without this. You not complete them, it no go work complete for you. That's what it be. If you don't use this to step it down, like when you chop a bar, you drink water, it no go pass, it no go work. So as you use the parsley and the sage leaf finish, you just enter this one direct, quick. Now then you go see, say the prolactin go come down. We don't get cases where we say prolactin now out of this world where doctors no fee, they no fee even bring her down. They try medicine, cabergoline, this one, bone maker, all of them. It don't work. The woman now this thing she used with parsley and sage leaf. In fact, she has been to one of the best hospitals in US. It don't work. Now she use, she even get belly after. I think our post is on this page. If you go about 2 years ago, it's on this page. So please don't use only parsley and sage and say it's enough. If you don't have this orange cup, we'll see. Send me your number. Make me send you my number. This one. So you know, some kind of way some people will ask questions. It's like when they send me message for WhatsApp, I laugh, and sometimes I don't respond because I think when you are trying to send someone a message and you don't know, person will be say you never encounter for your life, you never talk. Forget the person they call social media and try to hype in her, try to do different things. I think you should either be straightforward and do it in a business way, or add a little bit of respect to it. Some people will send me a message, will say, hey, I saw you on social media, I have problem with conceiving, what will I take to do this? Based on waiting. Funkini. Or some will say, hey, can I call you now? Say waiting. Oh girl. So that's me send a number. This is way. Anyway, make I continue. Yes, who is that? It's downstairs or in the other side. How does it come here? It's not here. Mom, your teas are very expensive in Cameroon. For example, the pure mix is 18,000. Very difficult for some of us to buy. All right, now, how do they put it? Cameroon franc and naira is not the same thing. If we sell for 12,000 naira, that is like 14 to 15,000 franc in franc. And then when these things get to Cameroon, in our people for airport, they charge our distributor. For every carton of teas we get inside Cameroon, we pay for it. Like technically, yes. I don't know why they do me this, but it's not funny. Even in my own country, Nigeria, they will still bill me for her. I don't know why, but that's what they do with the distributors, and they try as much as possible to put the taxes on it, because if they don't put it, they won't even gain nothing. These people are human. Who could know that one? So please, I apologize, but not my fault. It is well. Anyway, let's see. Sister Joy, after taking the prolactin recipe, how does someone know it has gone down? And do we need to repeat it again? You need to go and check your prolactin again. You need to go and check your hormone and see if it's down. If it's down, you have to cut the recipe, which means you need to stop it technically. You understand? So. Sister Joy, please, why ulcer don't get medicine? Help with ulcer drugs, please. The reason is this. It's not like I am not trying to do something for ulcer. But this stick is not common. The medicine today, the stick today do this medicine, that be my biggest problem. In fact, I don't know what to do. That they stop me from bringing it out. Licoricia, it's one of the most expensive stick. And if you want it natural, no, it's not, that is what's stopping me. But me, I no worry. This year I will find a way. But honestly, said ulcer medicine not going to day every time, like often. It's not going to be that common among the teas, like where you find all that teas, because of the stick. Now, wow. Now, it is where I'm gonna find a way, Sha. I'll find a way. I'm gonna take 2-3 more questions and then we'll call it a day. We'll see if I can come live again tomorrow, next tomorrow. I have an exam on Friday. That's fine. Please, ma'am, what causes a woman with 3.4 by 3.2 centimeter fibroid to have ceased menstruation for 1 month and 2 weeks without being pregnant? Hormone imbalance. Now, note this. Put this at the back of your mind, everybody. That before you have ovarian cyst, fibroid, it's because your hormones are already imbalanced. And whatever symptoms you get from having that fibroid or ovarian cyst, it's because of the hormones. If you don't fix it, the fibroid self no go shrink. That's how it works. So what I would advise you to do is balance your hormone. You're suffering from hormone imbalance. It's not like the fibroid you have is huge. 3.4 cm is not that huge. All right, it's not big. It's a small fibroid. So you shouldn't be stopping your period if your hormones are okay. I don't know if it makes sense to you what I don't explain, but that's it. Auntie Joy, please, a friend of mine has this result, but she doesn't know the size of the fibroid. 18.7 by 8.07 cm and 8.4 by 6.2 cm. Please, what size is it? It's big. 8 cm fibroid is huge. All right, it's in fact this type would actually reshape your uterus, reshape your womb. This kind of fibroid will reshape your womb. In fact, it will turn out to one side. And if it's maybe uterine fibroid or submucosal fibroid, these two would even make it worse. I don't know whether I explain now. Tell your friend, say that it's 18.7 by 8.07 centimeter is a big fibroid, and what she has is 2 different fibroids which are not small at all. They're not small. Okay, so tell her this one she got to go and get it off, like seriously, to get her sanity. 18 centimeters, she got to get it off. Okay, so my people, I'm going to leave you guys here today. What I go do again this night? Now try to do that question thing. So I will pick another person topic where I will talk about, because if it be like say I go picking a topic small, they taking a topic. A lot of people ask me questions and I can hardly answer them. Like I will do my mini me now. I'll go clone myself, meaning we're going to answer question for me. But don't worry, we got people for that. I even employ, I think, 3 to 4 new people who are answering questions for me on this page. So Anyway, I will still do topic when bring out. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you very, very much. Remember, if you just join in, go back to the video and rewatch it. It's important because if you know one day do the bad ringtone to your husband, but you want to be giving him that sweet, 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 angelic sound, watch the video again. Have a wonderful day, everyone.